Hey guys, welcome to the third phase of the anniversary. I just got up, that's why I look like a mess at the moment. Hopefully you guys don't mind if I don't look pretty enough. If I don't look pretty enough. No, I'm not going to sing that. All of these relics are rehashed from past banners, so I pretty much remember all, if not most of them, so let's get to it. So first we have Apocalypse, which is Bart's OSB. I really don't like this animation. It's so shitty, and Bart is such a good character, that's why I'm pretty upset about this one. But it does deal massive range, physical wind, water, fire, and earth damage to one target. No non-elemental, so you need to keep that in mind. So you may get vulnerability in here at most times, but probably not in the Ultimate Plus Plus fight, but still pretty decent. I have seen this like do resistant damage like once or something. I think it was in one of the Ultimate Plus Plus fights, but other than that, it is a pretty decent OSB, but unfortunately the damage does get a little bit lower than your regular OSB because of all these elemental types in one OSB. I'm saying OSB so many times, but now you kind of get the point. This one isn't really that good. Gilgamesh's OSB, I have two of these. One wasn't enough, I was kind of upset. 166 attack, deal massive physical damage to one target. Damage dealt increases if no allies are KO'd and can break the damage cap. Initially this seems like a really high damaging OSB, but unfortunately it's not, because Gilgamesh's attack isn't like the best. It does have a pretty good niche effect, but unfortunately, if you're using Gilgamesh in your party, you would be using him as a knight, not a damage dealer, so a retaliator. So you would probably only use this if you are doing like the finishing blow or something like that, but it's not really that good, unfortunately. I do have two of these, so I definitely know how good this is. So regular OSBs are pretty average. This one's, I'd say, honestly, it's a bit below average for OSBs. I think a lot of you guys already know how powerful this relic is, so I don't really need to go over this in great detail, but basically the burst abilities is what makes it shine, and also the magic a moderate amount, because it stacks with pretty much everything, because it does defense a small amount. Oh man, I can't fathom how good this BSB is, and I really want it. The thing is, if you are only going for this BSB, I would recommend not doing it in this phase, because in the next Final Fantasy 13 phase, there is Lightning's USB, which is pretty damn good, Cid's BSB and Cid's OSB, so you may want to draw in that one instead. So definitely, I know it's really painful to say save, so I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to save. Alright, so this one is Golbez's BSB. I really like this one as a hybrid BSB. I think it's one of the best hybrid BSBs there is, because it's pretty interesting. Same thing again, it does stack with like the magic amount does stack with a lot of stuff, if not all stuff. Burst abilities grant the user a barrier that negates attack damage up to 30% of their max HP, so basically it is a stone skin for yourself. If the user does not have Summon Strike, grant them Summon Strike. So think of it like an on-off switch if you haven't, if you don't know Summon Strike already. So once the switch is on, deal 4 summon magic attacks to all targets and remove Summon Strike, so you would turn off. But if it is off, then you turn it on, and then you would only use the stone skin. So you kind of have to trigger it on and off all the time. And Glare Hand, which is a pretty good knight ability, mainly because of the drain. So because all the attacks are going to Golbez, I think this one is pretty damn good because of the 4 magic dark attacks. 4 attacks is pretty freaking good because it is magic as well, so you can expect some major nuking. Pretty damn nice. Okay. Shura Gloves. Rafia's BSB. I know this one is pretty damn good as well. Remember, this one's a bracer. I totally forgot about that before. Deal 8 physical, fire, and non-elemental attacks from one target. Temporarily raise the user's critical chance a large amount. Burst abilities deal 4 range physical fire and non-elemental attacks to one target. Critical hits deal additional damage, so really nice there. I kind of wish Zell had kind of the combination of this as well. Deal 2 range physical attacks, physical fire and non-elemental attacks to all targets. I really wish Zell had that one too, because AoE with a monk is pretty nice as well. Temporarily lower the user's defense and raise the user's attack a moderate amount. Like Zell's as well. I keep comparing it to Zell, I'm sorry. It's because Zell's my favorite monk, obviously. So this one does stack with a lot of stuff as well. You just need to make sure it has the right code. You know what I mean? Well, for you guys that are newer, basically if there's like a buff that does, say, attack, just attack increase, it won't stack with another attack increase, like solely attack increase. But if there's attack increase and another buff which does attack increase and lower defense, then that will stack. So basically the main concern is if there is a buff which does the same effect, it basically won't stack. I think I said that right. Magical Brush. This one's pretty nice as well. Deal 3 white magic, holy, and non-elemental attacks to all targets. Restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies. Grant them Last Stand, which is pretty much the main thing, because Last Stand is pretty freaking good. And if you're a white mage, you're pretty much massing this ability as much as you can. So you would pretty much be getting Last Stand over and over and over again. Burst abilities instantly restore a large amount of very large amounts of HP to one ally, and Miracle Stroke restore a small amount of HP to all allies. So solely white magic healing. Like I said, pretty nice. Nice range of stats as well. 7's Armlet. This one, of course, good range of stats being Embracer. Restore a moderate amount of HP to all allies, proportional to their max HP, so it doesn't really matter about his mind. Temporarily raise their defense a large amount and cast a Sooner on them. This one's a pretty unique buff now. You usually don't see just defense a large amount, so it is pretty nice. Asuna is pretty niche because you don't really see it that much, especially as an AoE for your team. So that's pretty good if you hit into a rough road of debuffs. So yeah, I think this is pretty nice to make Sabin as an ultimate backup on your team. Howling Soul, 133 attack, deal 6 instant physical attacks to one target with a high chance to interrupt its pending actions and remove the user's actions from 2 turns. I have experimented with this SSB quite often with this BSB. I don't know if I liked it or not. It honestly kind of feels like a waste of time unless you have pretty good 5-star abilities. Because you would usually use this with, like, what's it called? Full charge or something. So you would usually double this with full charge, but not really. You'll do 1 full charge and his BSB or something like that. Some combo like that. So it's pretty good if you're mainly just attacking. If you're debuffing, I would probably just use his BSB, like, kind of over and over again, unless you have more than 1 gauge. Fire Lash, of course, this one is pretty freaking good. I really wish I had this one because I don't have a Haste Dagger and a Faithgar. Faithgar is your magic, a moderate amount. So yep, this one's pretty nice. We have been over that so many times. Sirius, like I said, this wouldn't stack with Shout because it is attack of all allies a large amount. So I do like Laguna more than Ramza, obviously, me being a Final Fantasy VIII fan, but I wouldn't use it over Ramza because I need the Haste Dagger. And the 6 ranged physical attacks to one target I don't really need. Okay, let's just do the 100 gem draw. So what we get? Probably nothing, but I might as well try, right? 3-star. Well, the next phase is going to be a big draw for me, so I'm going to save my Mithril here. One of the biggest pet peeves that people have is that they can't see my Mithril count. You can see it when I actually click the 100 gem draw, so, or one of the draws, see? Mithril 210. So, now you kind of know. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys later. Hope you have a good one, and peace out.